What's up, YouTube? Welcome in for some more Gold Stake Balatro. In this run, some fantastic luck with a Shop 1 riffraff yields an egg wrapped in foil, which we can abuse to get loads of money later in the game off of Temperance. This allows us to use bootstraps for an easy run victory, and in Endless, we switch it up to an easy photo chat strategy thanks to the erratic deck providing us with so many jacks. As always, if you like what you see here, subscribe for daily Balatro content. It helps support the channel and gets me closer to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the video. Anyway. Cloud 9 deck? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, Cloud 9 is kind of broken here. Do we have any natty flush houses? We have natty spades flush house with like a lot of different options, and then we have almost natty clubs flush house. What's our first boss? The window? See, like, that kind of sucks. Because we could start converting to diamonds, and like we have 3 jacks of diamonds and 2 sevens of diamonds. So like in theory, converting to diamonds could get us very early flush house just so we don't have to worry about the boss. But we also don't have that many diamonds to begin with. So like that's still a huge risk. I feel like Charm Tag on erratic deck is like very enticing, but I'm still just going to play it out. Okay, for this first blind, we probably just want to go for hearts flush. No, we could also just go for the straight and win in 2 hands. Or not hearts flush, spades flush. I guess we could go for both. I know I discarded a spade, but we have enough in the deck where I feel comfortable doing that. Just looking for the higher ones. All right. How's it going on this fine evening? It's not going too bad. It's not going too bad. How are you, James? The one time you remembered Chico? That's my bad. That's my bad. We could take a Scholar, but we have 1 ace in the deck, so we definitely don't. We could take Perishable Riffraff, and that acts as Econ and potentially, like, Molten, stuff like that. I think that's probably the play. Let's take the Perishable Riffraff. We get Todd and Foil Egg. Foil Egg, I'm low-key just going to keep for this entire run in the hopes that we hit Temperance once, and then we're just rich for the entirety of the game. Lemon steak ain't as good as garlic steak. Yo, you're actually so real for that. I'm not even gonna lie. Magic trick. Chat, okay. This is like such a stupid story, like such a dumb anecdote to tell, but I was just like so baffled by it. The YouTube video that got posted today of the run that we won last night on Magic Deck, I didn't call it out when we were playing that run because I like never focus on vouchers for some reason. We got Magic Trick as our voucher for 5 antes in a row. 5. That's like a 1 in 20 that we hit 5 times. That was so dumb. When I noticed that, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. It was kind of funny, though. I'm not going to lie. And, of course, we get Greedy Joker on the blind that debuffs diamonds. Should have just bought it? Brother. There is no gold stake run where you could convince me to buy, what's it called? Why am I brain farting so bad? There's no gold stake run where I'm desperate enough to buy Magic Trick, unless it's like a hologram run, then I'll take it just because it's generically good. Kind of a Magic Trick in itself. True. Smash like for that, chatter. I need plus mult, and I'm still not finding any in my shop. I do kind of like Juggler though. I think I'm going to sell Todd just on the prospect of me getting plus mult here. And I just get even more chips. Love that for us. That's huge. Play the 2 pair. That should be good. Here's something chat can talk about. Can we mention how horrid the packaging of ham is? Why are they all entangled together in an image that needs to be censored on YouTube? Yeah, are we talking like lunch meat ham, or are we talking like what do you mean? That makes no sense. I'm gonna sell ice cream here for foil Chad, and then I'm gonna sell Juggler and hope that we get. Actually, you know what? Hail Mary. There's a Temperance in here. There's a Temperance in here. That's kind of a Temperance. I'll take it. Okay, what do we want to copy? We could low-key copy Jack of Diamonds and make it lucky. I feel like that's a really bad decision. But we did hit Diamonds Boss already. Maybe we just do that. Chad, I kind of like that, actually. It's really dumb. It's really stupid. Wait, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Wasn't that a... What else did I take? Oh, I took the Emperor. I'm kind of slow. Anyway. Smash like. Another chip generator. Love to see it. Let's just fish for our jacks of diamonds. All right, we have a Chad on a flush here. Sparky with the follow. W400th follower. Ham, more like himbo. Chat, how much longer are we going to take this this bit? How much longer are we planning on it? Oh, wait, that's actually like way more points than I was thinking we were going to get. Okay. That's kind of cool. Can I get a temperance, please? Chips but no salsa? I'm working on it. Come on, man! Anyway. Make a Hermie. Take a Hermie. Pop a Hermie? Smash like. I know English. Well, kind of. I think lovers we could justify going over here. Worn out bit, more like Bitbo. Smash like. Am I right or am I right? If it's the same as sliced cheese where you remove the top seal and can't close it afterwards, absolutely terrible. That depends on the packaging of cheese. Or like on the brand of cheese, I guess. Will with the 1 bit. Appreciate that, man. Getting the rent paid with that. I'm just gonna devil. Okay, I mess with lovers. Do I have any other jacks though? I have 1 jack of clubs that I can use that on. Huge. I hate Mad Joker for what we're doing, but we need plus mult, so welcome to the team. Do I have Planet? Hello? Did I just like black out buying Planet Merchant? What the hell? Playing that, fight me. Okay, 2 foils is kind of wild though. And Natty 4 of a kind. Will with the 1 more bit. Do I need to put the picture in the Discord? Maybe. 1 in 16 to the 5th is 1 in 1.04 million odds. That was my odds of getting Magic Trick that many times. That's actually crazy. Shock, you've got to the point where you're just fully autopiloting. Listen, it's a late night, okay? Okay, so now I can start converting to dime. Oh wait, no. $25 temperance. Chat, is streamer stupid? Chat, is streamer like actually a dumbass? He almost just didn't take the $25 temperance. Like, is streamer actually a goober? I'm gonna buy that just to get an extra refresh. Yes? Shut up. Just kidding. I'll take the free roll. Any jacks of diamonds in here by any chance? Nope. The family is kind of comp, though. The family, we could take bootstraps for right now and have the family for later. What are we gold stickering in that case? I don't care about gold stickers. I have a win streak on my hands, potentially. In theory, kind of. Not really. All right, we have plus 10 mult. The eye probably doesn't matter. Okay, that's perfect. I'm just going to try and discard down for the other jack. That is actually huge. Play some bullshit hands. All right, now I want to play my 3 of a kind so that I can get potential money triggers, especially with Chad. Okay, we got the mult. No money. Thank you for the 1 bit, Will. Hey, Kita, how's it going? I would have to see about Pocket, because like I said, my mobile game emulator is like kind of screwy at the time being, so I don't even know if Pocket would work. If Pocket would work, I would definitely do Pocket if people were interested. But I don't know how good of a plan that would be. Excuse me. All right. Let's just go next. There's no point in not having interest, especially when we have bootstraps. Let's try and discard for our jacks as we're making more of them. Let's play the 2 pair. Unfortunate. Excuse me. 11 smackaroonies. Fooling for a death is pretty cool. Let's do that. Celestial pack for either 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind. 3 of a kind works. I'm going to keep the 30 bucks just so that we have extra bootstraps. Oh, shit. I just, like, ate my death. Chat. I did that on purpose. It was for... I don't know what reason yet. I can orchestrate something. I think we're getting more Balatro. Oh, yeah, the poll is winning. Balatro versus chat is winning. That is true. Chat, does anybody else here have the multiplayer mod installed who would want to do multiplayer versus streamer? Probably don't care about glass cards. So let's do this, and then let's do this. All right, Balatro versus chat won with 4 votes. I'm on Xbox, so I can't. That's unfortunate. You should stay up really late and do all of the above. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have multi, but I will enjoy watching. All right. We'll see if we do more after the multiplayer match. If it's only 1 person in chat, then we'll probably just like do other shit after that match. But if there's like a bunch of people that want to do multiplayer, then we'll just do that for the rest of stream. I'm gonna play a hand here. I'll enjoy watching if there's a VOD. Yeah, there's always VODs. My VODs always get saved on YouTube. Can't poll, but I vote multiplayer. Okay, somebody in YouTube chat also voted multiplayer, so multiplayer wins by default. How many jacks do I have? In theory, I have 6. I'm just going to keep looking for them so I can maybe unlock flush 5. If I don't, I don't. But, like, that's the golden play here, right? I don't win if I play this Correctamundo. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, we're chilling. No flush 5, Sag. Bunch of lucky cards, though, so, like, maybe money. Of course. No update, right? Just go to... What's it called? Go to the Discord and see if there's an update, because I'm not sure, and I'm not going to check immediately. Okay, Venus is the best out of those. I might install Magic. That'd be cool. I haven't played in, like, 5 years. Things have changed. Things have changed. Not super drastically, but it might be a little bit of a weird pivot, so to speak. Holy hell. Okay. Nah, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna keep looking for my jacks. Let's see. Ooh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Hopefully, this is it. I don't think so. Just double check. I'll double check before we load in for sure. Okay. Unlocking flush 5. Huge. Hopefully money trigger. Yes. Also makes bootstraps much better, which is huge. $9. I'm so eepy, I did a bunch of gardening today and also had to save a chipmunk today. What happened to little bro? What happened to the chipmunk? Okay, we'll level both of those up. Let's take a peek in the buffoon pack, but I don't think we care about anything in here. I guess Scary Face is like not that good if we're playing flush 5 at level 2. So I'm gonna take the Jokajola here. And then this probably gets me the most money. Bro. Alright, go next. First hand drawn face down. That is actually somewhat unfortunate. Okay, that's very good information. Smokey was carrying him in her mouth. The murderous psycho. She's just a kitty. What a goofball. No, you're unfortunate. That's wild. I don't know if I even still have a laptop. Interesting. Yes, money trigger. Oh. I do have some Mika in the grass picks too. Discord action. Post them in the Discord. Will with the 1 bit, bro. Will, am I gonna have to put a like a minimum requirement on bits just so that there aren't notifications every 10 seconds? For a second, I thought I had a tick on me, but I'm fine. I'm just schizophrenic. No. I'm half kidding. I'm half kidding. Bro. Mika flowers and strawberry shortcake picks in the Discord. Huge. What is this egg at? This egg is at $36. I'm literally just keeping that for temperance value at this point. I don't care. That is such an incredibly good hill that I am willing to die on. That's better than 1 bit, right? Oh, bro, cheered 2 bits. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it, man. This star is just sitting in my inventory. I don't even know why it's there. I'll pop this Empress for the time being. Ship it. Money. Let's go. I got Moltan money. 2 bits. Appreciate it, Will. Thank you. Blackboard's pretty bad, I feel like. Since we're playing 5-card hands, it's like pretty hard to hit consistently. Blue Seal's kind of sick. I was doing all the plant arrangements for my folks, so my dad made me strawberry shortcake as a thank you. That's awesome. At least throw a single dollar bill at him. You're throwing pennies. Chad, it's fine. It's fine. Trust. We have no more jacks in the deck, so lovers actually does not matter here whatsoever. There's the Blue Seal. I'm gonna try and go for flush 5, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. The 3 bits, Will, appreciate it. It adds up, trust me. Maybe we're playing 4 of a kind instead of flush 5. It's kind of what it's starting to look like. That's rough. It's alright. Oh, and I almost burned the house down. That was cool. I mean, you're just gonna say that with no context? Take Mars. We need more malt, ideally. Swash is kind of hilarious. Chat, I know I said I would never do the Swash egg combo. Today's the day, though. Mark it in the history books. Mark it in the history books, chat. Today's the day. I was making bacon. What? Burnt the house down like Brimbo Balatra reference. I'm gonna freak out. In the toaster oven. Okay, I could maybe see that a bit more as being a problem. 14 pennies really adds up. Drip pan was burning. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, shit. I'm an idiot. Chat, I'm a freak. I'm a goof. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Trust. Wait, it actually might... Okay, the dumbest part of this is that it actually might be fine. How many more jacks do I have? That's enough for a pair. Chat, that's really stupid part of this is that if I don't screw this up and if I get a little bit lucky, this actually might be fine. Holy hell. I did it. I did it, chat. Yo, I'm not an idiot. Let's go. Was tasty, but I got smoked out of my apartment. Hey, as long as it tastes good, bruh. That's what matters, yeah? The dumbest part of this is me. Well, hang on, hang on. Have you met me? Yes, you have. You're watching me. I rest my case. All right. Handy tag. Handy tag? I barely know her. All right, I'll stop, chat. Why did I keep the 10? Hello? Bro, I'm dyslexic and thought you said penis. Oh, the pennies. My breakfast was bacon and a homemade protein pudding. My breakfast was nothing, actually. I don't eat breakfast usually, which is kind of bad, but I don't know. A lot of the times when I wake up, I just want to get right to work on editing, and so I end up just like skipping breakfast, which is probably not super good for my overall health, but it is what it is. 2 money triggers. I'm horny. My breakfast was pizza. It's a W breakfast. Because I'm lazy as fuck. Kinda real, kinda real. We'll make more Joker or Jack's. Breakfast overrated as shit. See, that's where I gotta step in. See, we're all agreeing, and then somebody has to go out of line. Somebody has to step out of line. And see, now that's just wild. Where's our egg at? Our egg's at $48. That's pretty cool. Saying breakfast is overrated is kind of unhinged, I'm not gonna lie. It's not kind of unhinged, it's just straight up unhinged, chat. Technically, the first thing you eat is always breakfast because you're breaking the fast. Yo, is that why it's called that? Yo, chat, wait. Is that why it's called that? What are we looking for here as far as like furthering our run? I guess sock would be pretty funny. Lucky cat would be hilarious. We have stickers on literally everything, so eventually we just want to sell our egg to get a gold stickerable Joker, because this is like a run that very much does not need everything here. Could probably honestly sell egg and swash at the point that we're at. Yes, that's why you break the fast from sleeping. That's crazy. I actually did not know that. I feel so much smarter now. This star has just been sitting up there for the entire existence of this run, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Huge. Probably just discarded a jack unknowingly. Doesn't matter, baby. Let's do this because Sixth Sense. Not that it matters, but like it might. Nice. If you don't sleep, do you ever have breakfast? Kita said you hallucinate mostly. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, I need to use... Oh, wait, chat. I need to use Justice immediately so I can maybe get Glass Joker. Okay, Mars kind of blows, but it is what it is. Okay, all of these are way worse. I regret saying Mars blows. It's our boss, the Goat. That does not matter. Negative skip would also be huge here. We can definitely take a negative skip without feeling too bad. Huge. Let's look for Blue Seal. I get auditory hallucinations at about the 37-hour mark. I don't think I've ever stayed up more than like 30 hours in my life. And the one time I did it was a terrible experience, so I don't plan on doing it. Actually, it was... Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I stayed up for like 30 hours and it was not that bad. But I still probably would not do it by my own volition. But that was when I stayed up for like 30 hours straight when I was like super sick back in February. I don't think anybody in this chat right now was watching me because it was before I started streaming Balatro. It was still when I was doing variety content. Hey, good night, Schmeckles. Thank you for popping in. But I got really sick back in February, like really sick back in February. And I just like couldn't sleep because I felt so shittily. So I just ended up, when I went to like the ER for like being sick, because I was like, hey, I can't like fucking sleep. This sucks ass. I watched you, bitch. Okay, buddy. When I went to the ER, because I was like feeling so ass, I had probably been up for like 29 or 30 hours, and that was, you know, it was not that fun. It was not that fun. I keep it a stack.
Big money waste to one just donated $1.
I gotta turn TTS off on that. When I said when it said TTS was on, I thought, oh, I probably have to manually enter it. So it's like, okay, I know what I have to do. I have to turn TTS. I have to adjust the TTS. But thank you, BMW, for the $1. I appreciate that. Sell egg for card. Yeah, we could do that. Probably sell Swash for card though, right? Because Swash does virtually nothing without egg anyway. That's actually a W play, though. Thank you, chatter. Love you. And the one more bit. I stayed up for 3 days playing Skyrim and finally called it when all the shadows in my room started coming at me. Bro, playing Skyrim is wild. Okay, getting a bunch of money. Getting even more money. Or just not getting any money. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, so we're fine to sell egg for a sticker as well. Little wheel, garbage. Pick up Todd. Todd's probably a pretty easy sticker. $57 egg. Dude, our temperance, whenever we hit one, because we've hit like a singular temperance this entire run because this game just insists on giving me planet packs when I have a foil $60 egg. When we finally hit that planet though, it's gonna go nuts. Or when we finally hit that temperance. It's in here. Damn, that's, you know what? I will not complain about that, though. Shit. Okay, it's fine. Wait. I can do this. And then it's okay. Okay. Play the glass card. I want this for money, but I also just want to have a glass card in deck so I can run into glass jonkler for C+ reasons. C++ reasons, rather, and then we'll play this to actually like win the video game. Got the multiplayer mod installed now? Hell yeah. I stayed up for 7 days straight binging the entirety of The Walking Dead. There is no way, bro. I stayed up for 5 days playing Persona and Dead by Daylight. My dreams when I finally slept were insane. There's no way y'all be sleeping this long, bruh. There's actually zero chance. Verdant Leaf? Well, that's a problem. Oh, wait, no, it's not. We have Director's Cut. It's fine. Huge Temperance. Probably just gonna Hermie. Should have done it in the opposite order because of Fool, but you live, you learn. I'm gonna get rid of Egg for DNA for the time being. If something more... Ooh. Yeah, that gold sticker is gonna blow ass. Let's do that. Let's do that, chat. That gold sticker is gonna hurt. Let's do that. I have no problems with this. You mean staying up this long? There's no way you're staying up that long currently. I positively refuse to believe it. 7 jacks. This is the point where I get a bit scared and I maybe play a card that I don't necessarily need to play because next in cycle's probably going to be a jack. Smash like. It's okay. Yes! So much money! Whee! The longest I've slept was 3 days. Longest I ever stayed up was like 28 hours, and then I sat down in my chair and fell asleep for 12 hours. See, like, that seems more realistic. That seems like more like along the lines of what somebody would do. How many 10s do I have? 3. And they're all offsuit. No, one of them is not offsuit. I'm very sleepy. All right, well, let's reroll for some... We don't have any negative skips, right? Yeah, let's just reroll for nat negs. One more. Sixth Sense is actually kind of a hard sticker as well, I feel like. I feel like Business Card is a pretty easy sticker. Face Card retrigger builds are like a dime a dozen. Oh, Michelle. Wait, Michelle's comp. Reroll. I'm skipping. I have to get the sticker on Michelle. Y'all don't understand. 2 jacks. Shit. If this Michelle breaks, I'm gonna freak out. If it breaks immediately and I don't get the gold sticker, I will actually crash out. Huge. Good run. Looks like you weren't bluffing. I'll take this into endless until Will gets online, and then we'll go to the multiplayer mod. Hollow Oops is like hilarious, right? I'm taking this. I don't think it's necessarily good because like who cares about lucky triggers, but it is funny. My PC is up. Well, I guess I'm just taking this into endless for no particular reason then. Nacho Tong. Oops banana, let's go. Wait, you're so right. Ooh, Ecto too. Sorry, banana. That's probably flying a bit close for the time being because Bootstraps is a lot of mult for us right now. Oop bimbo. Bro. I also got put on psych meds that had me sleeping for 18 hours a day for a week and a half. Damn. That actually like blows ass. I would crash out if I slept for that long in a day. I would just go nuts. Out of like, not necessarily boredom, but like, I guess kind of boredom. I would feel unproductive as hell. Bye, banana. I used to have a very bad stomach problems where I would spend weeks on end throwing up because of an ulcer. Shit sucks. Yo, that actually does suck ass. That is unfortunate, man. What's our flush 5 at? Okay, we can sell Bootstraps. We have our plus mult now. Plus mult. Take the Jumbo Arcana. Wheel's pretty bad here. Everything else is too, though, so. Oh. Garbage. Pivot to hearts. No, it's perishable. If it wasn't perishable, I would low-key do it just for the meme, but perishable bloodstone is not pivot worthy. Eternal rental showman, however. Just kidding. That's ass. That's ass. Hi, throwback. Welcome back, Eternal Rental Showman. Please go away. Alright. Luckily, I have it mostly under control. Need a slight heartburn here and there. Well, that's good to hear, man. Shit's scary, bruv. RIP glass card. No way I didn't get any more lucky cards. Lucky card triggers with... oops. That's crazy. Like 2 to 3 years ago, I genuinely got carbon monoxide poisoning and got hallucinations, sleep paralysis, and stayed awake in the hospital for like 18 hours a day until the funny people gave me sleep meds. And I just had to endure the nightmares. Anyway, I'm a lot better now. Well, that's good. That is, like, genuinely scary shit, bro. I'm glad things are better. Iris, please pull up anytime you would like. Chat Baron, though. Hey, there he is. You'll love to see him, chat. He pulls up when you least expect, but he always pulls up. Godspeed, lucky cat. Watch us get 0 triggers now. I would have freaked out. Let's absolutely go. Wait, this actually has like some really good, like genuine potential for high scoring now. Not like insane potential, but like we could get a lot further than we could like 5 minutes ago. We'll take the Hermie. This was natty foil too, or did I hit a wheel without noticing? No, that was natty foil. That is wild. Hello. What are we looking for now? Probably just like spectral skips. The wall does not mean shit. I'm looking for them lucky cards, man. With a lucky cat on the line, I'm getting greedy. Negative sock would go crazy. That's never happening, bro. You live in a fantasy world. You live on the Hallmark Channel, brother. Let's do this. Will with the 1 bit. Appreciate it, man. I have PTSD from rapid beeping now. It's pretty bad. That's actually sad, man. Please make sure your carbon monoxide detectors are working. Yeah, for real, bro. Somebody out here died. Not anybody that I knew, but like somebody that was, I think, in my girlfriend's graduating class. Their like folks died from carbon monoxide poisoning. It was like a big thing at the time. Very sad shit. So yeah, make sure that shit works, dude. Ancient Joker, yeah. Definitely not the play, but I would be lying if I said it wasn't funny. If you hear the beeping and you know your carbon monoxide detector is working, find the nearest door or window and just run. Yeah, for real. God damn it. Lucky Cat already at times 2.75. Would we have played 2 blinds? No, surely it's been more. Yo, I'm literally rich. Holy hell. That shit one-shots you? Oh, absolutely. It's frightening, man. Honestly, I think Sock is probably better than Chad, right? Maybe not because we have Photograph. Just do this. It's like more lucky card potential in the deck. I just remember that hospital had a thing that they wouldn't take away meal trays that were still sealed. So by the end of the week, there were so many food trays in my room because I wasn't awake long enough to eat everything they would send in a day. Damn. Can Thunk add a pet button to the Lucky Cat Joker? Real. I mean, that's one of those like porcelain cats though, right? So I feel like that would not be super pettable. All right, let's play this just for potential Lucky Cat scaling. Huge. I do it again. Turns out Oops is good with lucky cards. Who would have thought? Certainly not me. Thunk should add Unlucky Dog, which gains plus chips every time a lucky card doesn't score. Yo, that... I feel like that would not be very balanced because lucky cards are already like goated. I feel like that would be way too strong. But it is a flavor win. 3, 4, 5. Play one more for Lucky Cat. Nice. Player good hand. Nice. Can we make it one more ante? I don't think so. I think the scale's too fast now. Because this ante's like 20. Okay, hold up. Maybe if we get... We're praying for Ecto from one of these. Immolate. That's not great. Bars, man. Bars. Aura for Hollow. Ecto. Damn. Sigil's also really bad because we're flush fiving. Definitely want some Easter eggs in Balatro. Like if you pet the cat, you unlock cat ears for face cards or different cosmetics for the cards. That would be like super funny. I would love that. Lucky Cat is eating. I would love jokers that confuse together. I think that's been explicitly said to not be a thing. I don't think Thunk likes the idea of like jokers that do fusion dances, so to speak. Which is unfortunate, but like I can kind of understand why. Because it does make the game a bit less intuitive. It like unnecessarily complicates things, for lack of a better term. I think I definitely just keep the steel card in hand in order to not die here. Fusion jokers feel too modded to me. Right, I think that's the ideology. I probably did not need to keep this blue seal in my hand, and now I'm not going to find a jack. Okay, we're fine. I think you wanted to avoid Exodia style where they're useless alone. Oh, that's fair. Okay. I could see that. I don't know. I interpreted it as like there won't be fusions whatsoever, but maybe that's more the case. Okay, the steel card gets us there. We want to keep playing blinds even though we might die just to scale the Lucky Cat. Red Seal's pretty cool. I've not seen 1,000 chips in a while from just levels. We haven't gotten it in a while, to be fair. Been stinking it up recently with most of the runs we've been playing. Just looking for any lucky cards here that we could potentially use to grow the cat. Okay, well, that's not going to yield anything different, so now we just want to play this. What's your favorite Magic the Gathering artwork? I'm pretty entry level to Magic, I would say, so I feel like I don't know. I don't really know how I would answer that. I also play it a lot more for the mechanics than I do the art. Like it sounds a bit shallow, but I don't really pay attention to the art a lot of the time. There are arts that I really like. I think off the top of my head, this might not be my definitive favorite, but off the top of my head, without thinking too hard about it, I think Emergent Ultimatum is probably my favorite art. I love the art on Emergent Ultimatum, and I love the card. I think the card is very fun, and the art is like... You know what? That's probably my favorite art, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind on that, but I think Emergent Ultimatum is pretty sick. Chat, for our Magic players, what are our favorite arts in chat? Now I'm curious to see what y'all think. The new Deadpool one where he's riding a unicorn. All right, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. I'm the opposite. I play it more for the art. That's what I do with like... No, I was going to say that's what I do with Pokemon, but that's definitely not what I do with Pokemon. I play Pokemon for the game. I don't really play anything for the art. I like collecting for art, but like I don't really play anything for art. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Apparently I can't read. I thought this was the flint, low-key. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I thought this was the flint. There's this one swamp I have in my deck that's absolutely gorgeous. Yo, a lot of the full art basic lands are like really sick looking. I played Warhammer for the art. I'm not a big Warhammer guy, but I feel like that's kind of whack. Couldn't possibly choose a single artwork. I started for the art, but then I got hooked on the game. See, that makes sense. Okay, Ghost, if you can't decide on one art then I'll give you a different question. What is your favorite commander? Maybe not of all time, maybe like right now. What is your favorite commander? Because I know that's kind of a question where it can like change quite a bit. There's quite a bit of leeway there. So maybe like right this second, antimatter here is huge. Maybe like right this second, what is your favorite commander to play? Actually, that doesn't matter. Playing Warhammer for playing Warhammer is hard because you only get to play like one game a year. I like the angels. Angels have cool art. Even like the mid angels are really cool. Like what's the 3-drop that draws you a card and gives you a life? Inspiring Overseer. I love the Inspiring Overseer art, and I would say that's relatively tame. Oh, Paco Haldan, the fetch doggo. I think you posted that in Discord actually. Does Dusk actually even do anything? Not really. Not without glass. I think we pass away here. Playing with other people's decks is so fun. That is pretty fun, actually. The dog from Fallout is my favorite commander. Yo, unironically, if y'all want to get into Magic the Gathering Commander, I can't speak definitively for many decks because I play a lot of... I play most of my games of Magic online, and I just like play on Untap or like stuff like that where I just have access to the entire card library. But if you're looking to get into the physical game, maybe you just want to go to like a local game store and like get a couple of matches in. Unironically, the Fallout precon is like really good, just straight out of the box. The Fallout precon, the dog meat precon, the dog from Fallout. He's like incredible straight out of the box. You can upgrade him literally not at all. And you're not going to be like shit stomping, but he's like very generically usable just right out of the box with no other modifications. And we pass away. I didn't see what our lucky cat was at, but he was quite large. I do know that. That was a fun ass run.